Etsy has just snuck in another change just last week, I believe, and they didn't let us know. But this is another cool change. It's a change to the Etsy feedback, and I really think this is a kind of good one. Although I've been a little unsure about posting a video with this because every time Etsy does something good, and I post a video going, "Good boy, Etsy." They go and then it's like Etsy giveth and Etsy taketh away. It's like the very next day they do something else. So fingers crossed this won't be the case, but they've done something with feedback and I really like it. First of all, let's go in and have a look. So you will see if you're in your shop, just like normal, if you go down to where your feedback is, now used to be you could only leave public feedback if a buyer had left 3-star feedback or less. So you were saying, yeah, this is why you're wrong, to communicate to other buyers that, you know, perhaps you weren't as terrible as the buyer was suggesting. But now have a look at this. You have the feedback as always. You can contact the buyer or you can post a public response to a 5-star feedback. In many ways, I really like this, and it's going to be dead easy. You just click the button and then you can reply there, post the response, and it's going to be public. That is all there is to it. So let me tell you what I think about all of this. First of all, I do think it's a lovely thing. I think it's really good that we can leave feedback if people have given us a good review. So often I've seen just absolutely lovely reviews and I wished I was able to reply to them, but I couldn't, obviously, because Etsy only gave us the feature for 3 stars and below. So I think that's lovely. If you have something to say, great news. Other thing that could be good about it, I have heard, now this, look, most customers are really nice. Don't assume that a customer is going to rip you off or customers are horrible. But some people worry that customers will do a little bit of feedback extortion. They'll leave you a lovely review and then a little while down the line decide that they want something a bit extra. I've never had this happen to me. It's very rare, but there is the chance. And what happens in general, I'm assuming it'll be the same for this. Etsy hasn't told us much yet, but in general, if you reply to feedback, it locks in the feedback so the buyer can't change it. This can be a problem if you have got 3-star or less in the past. It was always sort of a last resort. So you tried to fix things out with your customer first of all, because if you replied, then they wouldn't be able to change the feedback. But if it's 5-star, you don't want them to change the feedback. So you could reply, and then that fixes in your 5 stars just in case. I'm not worried that customers are going to change their reviews, but if you are, then there is that option. So it's a lovely thing. The other thing I'm kind of thinking of, I'm a dog trainer, so I kind of think in terms of dog training people all the time. And one thing that's really important is when you get behavior you like, you reward it. So I am thinking that I probably won't have time to reply to every response and that'll stress me out. But we could strategically reply to the ones that you like the one that you just saw there. I love it when customers post with their pets and my fuzzies when they post pictures. So that is the behavior I'm wanting. So I could reward that behavior by that being the ones that I respond to. Like, you know, thank you so much, love your pet, your cat's so adorable, something like that. So that way, because the negatives, I very much feel for very busy shops, this is going to be difficult. And even me, I get stressed out if I've taken a couple of weeks off or something. If I've not responded to everybody, then I kind of feel like I can't respond to anybody else. I have to get everybody or nobody. So I don't know. Is anyone else like this? It kind of stresses me out. If I miss one, then it all builds up and I'm like, I can't do this anymore. So if I limited myself to the people that I reply to, then that could be a little bit easier for me to deal with. So I think that's a little bit of a negative. If you're a very busy shop, I suppose it is something you could add into your workday, but I don't get notifications anymore of reviews. I've ignored them so often because I don't want notifications keeping coming into my phone. that if you're shopping on Etsy and selling on Etsy, you can get tons of emails and it just gets a bit annoying. So I've had most notifications switched off for a very long time. In reality, I'm only notified if I make a sale or someone sends me a message. So I don't see. So if I haven't had reviews in a little while, I might miss that some have come in. So that is kind of a worry for me as well. So I'm going to have to think about this. But I know a lot of you have all notifications on. And yeah, if you're a super big shop, just decide if you're going to reply to none, some, or all. In fact, let me know in the comments, how do you feel about this? Are you going to reply to your 5-star messages? Are you going to not? Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? I think it's a pretty cool way, a little bit of communication, a little bit of good feedback for that buyer. They've done a nice thing for you, so you reward them just by thanking them. And also remember, all the feedbacks are public as well, so other people can see. They can see the good relationship, the good rapport you've built up with your customer. So overall, happy ranty tangent there, but I'm really happy with this one. I'm glad Etsy's done it. Yeah, more like this. Yeah, let me know what you think of this and how you're going to use it. But for now, that's all I've got for you.